There is no fear because we know what we want and where we want to go, and we know who we want to work with, our new partners. These are the exact words of Captain Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, who went out in public to clear the air about his intentions to work closely with Russia, as opposed to other presidents in Burkina Faso who have been very close to France. And since then, Burkina Faso has been very close to Russia, has been a great ally of Russia. Russia has sent different army instructors in Burkina Faso to assist the Burkina Faso to fight the insurgencies in their country. And in the latest move after the attempt on Ibrahim Traore's life, Russia has sent army instructors to work very closely with the presidential guard to safeguard the life of Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore. Well, that is the story that I'm going to tell you in this video, what the close partnership between Russia and Burkina Faso means to the entire West African states, as well as right now that Russia is working with Burkina Faso. What are the benefits that Burkina Faso is getting compared to how Burkina Faso was working with France? Well, this is bona fide. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and hit that notification button so that when I release something new on Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore, you get notified as soon as possible. Well, since independence, Western African states that are now known as the Sahel states have been fighting insurgencies in their country. One of the most notable insurgencies that they have been fighting are Islamists in their country, and France has been working in coordination with the countries on paper to fight these insurgencies in the country. But recently, these presidents have come out against France to say that France is not indeed assisting these countries to fight these insurgencies. And they have a reason. They are saying that if at all France was very, very serious in fighting the insurgencies in the Sahel states, then these cases would have been eradicated a very long time ago. But it has been decades and decades of these countries working with the French army to fight the insurgencies, and these insurgencies keep going on in their countries. The presidents that we are now talking about, Ibrahim Traore and Assimi Goïta, have been in the military and they have been working with the French in fighting the insurgencies in their country. Both of these presidents have one thing that they are talking about. They are saying that we have been there, we have been working with the French, and we know how they have been treating our African brothers. We know how they have been playing games around us to insinuate that they have been helping our countries to fight the insurgencies, while they have done little to stop the insecurities that are happening in our country. Well, that is the major reason as to why right now the alliance of the Sahel states stopped completely to work with France in terms of security, and the United States also in terms of security, and they said that they're going to choose Russia as an alternative to work with in the fight against insurgencies in their country. And since then, there have been great progress by the Sahel states to fight the insurgencies in their country. Russia has stepped in to give military instructors to Burkina Faso, to Mali, to fight the insurgencies in their country, and there have been great progress by these armed forces to fight these Islamists in their country. And this can be noted by the kind of support that Burkina Faso's president Ibrahim Traore has amassed not only in his country but also through the African continent. And in the recent scare of a coup attempt in Burkina Faso and the attempt on the life of the president of Burkina Faso, Russia has stepped forward to offer military assistance to the presidential guard in Burkina Faso, just to make sure that the president of Burkina Faso is not hunted down as it is alleged by the Western countries. We have been here, Africa has been here. We know the statements that the Western African countries use so that they can depose a leader from their seat. We know that when they start saying that this country needs democracy, when they start saying that this president is not democratic, these are the telltale signs that these countries want to depose a leader who has not been working with them. Well, the Sahel state presidents have been very bold to say that we no longer want to work with you in terms of security. We are going to mine our minerals here, we are going to process our minerals here, and they are going to assist our people first before they assist your people. That has not augured well with the Western countries that have since vowed to depose these leaders. 19 attempts on the president of Burkina Faso has been a telltale sign that someone somewhere in the top hierarchy seats does not want him to continue to serve his people. Russia has given the best of the very best to assist the Burkina Faso's military in countering insurgencies in their country, as well as Russia has expanded its military cooperation with Burkina Faso, committing to provide even greater assistance through the delivery of weapons, military gear, and troop training so that Burkina Faso can be enabled to fight the insurgencies in their country. And there is one philosophy that Russia is bringing to the table. They are saying that we, just like Burkina Faso, have been there. We have suffered from the cliches constructed by other partners in the West to paint Russia bad, to make Russia look like the enemy of the world. That is the same way that we saw the US African Command leader coming out to say that Burkina Faso is not in the right position, that Burkina Faso needs liberation. They themselves are saying that, but the Burkina Faso citizens are saying that we are good with our president. We want our president to continue to serve us, and we are okay with the president being the president of Burkina Faso because he is putting the lives of Burkina Faso first before the lives of any other citizen across the world. Well, in short, the Burkina Faso president is saying that we are Africans and we will choose our friends and we will choose our enemies. No one is going to choose our enemies or our friends. We will work with Russia, not because we are pressured by anyone to work with Russia, because we choose on ourselves to work with Russia. And we can have diplomatic relations with other countries in the world without asking for permission from any higher country because we have our own independent states that can make their own independent decisions. That is the aura that we are getting from Burkina Faso that has been embraced by many Africans across the continent, even outside the continent of Africa. This is a person who is standing for his people against all odds because, as we know, many presidents in Africa have really failed to stand on their own two feet, to say whatever they feel like and to go the direction that they want. They fear the repercussions that will come from the West, and therefore they say to align with the West. But here is a different revolution in Western Africa that is appreciated by most Africans for being steadfast and putting the lives of their citizens first. Well, I will keep you informed of the latest of what is happening in Burkina Faso. Keep it bona fide.